feels real anymore. Let's not play dumb. You felt it. You wake up feeling like the ghost of your own potential. Everything you do feels like you're watching your life through a screen even when your phone is off. But here's the worst part. You didn't wake up like this. You built it. One, it's fine at a time. One, I'll fix it tomorrow at a time. One, whatever, it's not that deep at a time. And now, nothing tastes good. Nothing feels earned. Your job, repetitive. Your relationships, transactional. Your weekends, a mix of scrolling, snacking, and spiritual nausea. You ever eat a bowl of cereal at 2 a.m. with no pants on and ask yourself, is this life? Yeah, that's where we're at, and you got the audacity to wonder why you're not happy? Ha! You are sleepwalking through a simulation you helped design, and now you're emotionally bankrupt, spiritually homeless, and stuck in a Groundhog Day loop with your shadow self. But let me tell you what really happened. You betrayed yourself. You traded your divine chaos for calm. Your hunger for greatness replaced with Amazon Prime. Your ambition numbed out with memes, Oreos, and 3-hour YouTube deep dives about nothing. Don't act confused. You chose this. You're not burned out, you're buried alive in your own comfort. You're not anxious, you're out of alignment, and your soul knows it. You're not just tired, you are disconnected from source. And you know what's scarier? You got used to it. You got so used to the numbness that when something real does show up, a moment of clarity, a challenge, a calling, you flinch, you scroll, you need a minute, you aren't ready. Oh, please. You're not only ready, you're overdue. The version of you that was sent here, the one that used to burn with purpose, the one that scared your parents with how intense your eyes were. Yeah, they're still in there. But you've buried them under skincare routines, healing eras, and new episodes of your favorite denial. This ain't an attack. This is a funeral for the fake version of you. And if that rattles something deep in your chest, if that hits somewhere you haven't let anything hit in a long time, then listen closely. Because what I'm about to tell you next is going to burn. Let me break it down for you. You've been spiritually hijacked. Hijacked by repetition, by routine, by the illusion of doing well when you're not doing anything real. You wake up, you go to work, you laugh at memes, send your 14th of the day. You eat like a raccoon with access to a debit card and call it progress. You avoid every hard decision like it's jury duty. And then you tell yourself you're trying. Trying what? To disappear with slightly better lighting? You call yourself tired. But all you've done today is scroll, snack, and shrink your destiny. You haven't been busy. You've been avoiding greatness with snacks and side quests. You're not burned out. You're just out of excuses that sound good in group chats. And here's the worst part. You've mastered the art of looking fine while falling apart. You dress up your dysfunction. You filter your failure. And then you wonder why the mirror won't make eye contact. You don't need rest. You need a rude awakening. Because if you keep going like this, it's not rock bottom that's coming. It's the slow death of everything real inside you. You want to feel alive again? Then stop waiting for a sign while sitting on your back pockets. Like your ancestors bled so you could binge notifications and talk in circles about alignment. Oh, please, you are out of alignment because you refuse to move. The version of you that was supposed to be here by now, you ghosted them. And every day that passes, the gap between who you are and who you could be grows wider, until one day you look back and realize you traded everything eternal for convenience and calories. And don't blame your parents, don't blame your phone, don't blame your job, your town, your childhood, or your 8th grade bully. Blame the moment you stopped taking yourself seriously. That was the moment reality bent. And you've been walking sideways ever since. Let's get something straight. The numbness you feel, the detachment, that eerie sensation like you're watching yourself live instead of actually living. That's not mental illness. That's the consequence of choosing comfort over clarity. Your soul is starving, but you keep feeding it distractions like that's gonna work. You scroll, hoping one of these little dopamine hit videos is going to tell you the answer. But deep down, you already know You know your environment is fake. You know your conversations are shallow. You know you're pretending to be content because being honest would cost you your whole identity. So you nod along. You play along. You live like you're at a dinner party you hate but don't want to be the first to leave. Pathetic. You think avoiding your truth is safer than facing it? Let me tell you something that'll make your spine sweat. If you don't voluntarily destroy the lie, life will do it for you. It will strip you, publicly, emotionally, spiritually, until there's nothing left but the version of you that should have been built in the first place. You'll lose everything you faked your way into, the job you hate but tolerate, the relationships based on mutual people-pleasing, the entire personality you built around being palatable. You know what the universe does with palatable people? It spits them out. The world doesn't need another bland background character in their own movie. The world needs you unhinged, awakened, and absolutely unwilling to fake it another day. But to get there, you've got to feel the burn. You've got to look at the version of yourself that's too scared to change. And you've got to end them. No funeral, no goodbye, just deletion. Because that version of you, the one who waits, scrolls, copes, and hides, they're not the real you. They're a placeholder, a stand-in, a low-effort understudy playing a divine role they were never equipped to hold. The real you has teeth, has fire, has destiny written into their fingerprints. And every second you waste pretending otherwise is a second your enemies breathe easier. You hear me? Your mediocrity is a gift to your opposition. You're not neutral, you're a liability to your legacy. So ask yourself, who benefits from you playing small? Who wins when you stay soft? Who thrives when you pretend to be unsure? Because I'll tell you who loses. Every future version of you that could have been a legend. Enough talking. You want to feel alive again? You want your days to stop blending together like background noise? Then prove it. Here's what you do today, not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Now, step one, cut one small thing. Today, start here. One cut, one move, one interruption to your autopilot. Pick one of these. A, delete the app you scroll when you're numb. You already know which one. The one you open when you're bored and close when you're ashamed. Delete it for one day. B, don't touch your phone for the first hour after waking up. Not one text, not one notification. You wake up, you sit up, you own your headspace. C, no sugar after 7 p.m. No rewards, no late night snacks, no dopamine treats. Give your cravings something new. A brick wall. D, or pick your own cut, but it must be real. You have to feel it. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count. If you can't break one thread, you're not ready for the chains. Step 2, drop the easiest excuse you use. Pick one lie you tell yourself every day to stay the same. Examples: I'm just tired. I don't have time. I need to get motivated first. I'll start fresh next week. Now ban it. Say it out loud. This is no longer true. Every time your brain tries to whisper it, shut it down. You are no longer available for that excuse. Step 3, set one non-negotiable rule for yourself. Not 10 rules. Not a lifestyle change. One rule. One line you do not cross ever. Like, I don't cancel on myself. I show up to the gym, even if it's just a stretch. No more saying yes when I mean hell no. Choose one. Make it law and enforce it like a tyrant. Step 4, keep one line of proof. At the end of the day, write down 3 things. One thing you did right. One thing you avoided that mattered. One thing you still let slide. No overthinking, no journaling session, just cold-blooded proof that you're moving. This is your scoreboard. You're either winning or lying. Step 5. Repeat until reality shifts. It's not supposed to feel magical, it's supposed to feel real. Like coming back from the dead, like finally breathing your own air again. This is how you get your life back. One clean cut, one truth told, one standard set, one receipt kept, and a promise I do not go back to sleep on myself. You've heard enough. Now it's time to decide what happens next. Because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Most people stay fake. Most people feel the fire, nod along, sweat gonna change, and then go right back to pretending. They hear the truth and scroll past it. They taste the pain and spit it out. They see the mirror and blink too fast, but not you, right? That's what you're thinking. You're different. You're built for more. Good. Then prove it. Because if you leave this video and go back to the same choices, the same dopamine loops, the same day you've lived 1,000 times already, then you're not lost. You're lying to yourself, to the world, to the version of you that's still waiting in the future. More alive, more dangerous, more real than you've ever been. You think you're waiting on motivation. You think you're waiting on healing. You think the universe is gonna hand you a perfectly timed awakening. You're not waiting. You're stalling. Because deep down you already know. If you made the real switch, if you really activated what's in you, you'd lose the right to play small forever. And that terrifies you, because once you wake up, you can't unsee it. You can't pretend you didn't hear this. You can't go back to Numb and say, I didn't know. Well, you do know now, and that means one thing. You're out of excuses. The only question left, will you finally become real? Or will you die decorated in denial? I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm not asking you to be happy. I'm asking you to move. One decision, one cut, one shift toward the version of you that was never meant to settle. Do it now. Or stay exactly where you are and let this video become just another echo of the life you never lived. The choice is yours. But make no mistake, this was your last warning. If this hits somewhere you've been avoiding, subscribe. Because I don't do comfort. I do confrontation. And I'll be back when you least expect it. Don't get comfortable. You never know when Skeletor will be watching. And next time,